Welcome back to Winter's Day. You're still with Kill 2 and Lazarus Tellraven, and we have a slugfest about to unfold with Cronoses on both sides. Uh, tell me what you think, Kill 2. What do you think of these two setups?
I think these setups are sweet. Double Chronos for Agony along with the Brutix and some Frigs for Exodus, double Chronos with an Oniro. So that's the big difference, obviously, is how much the logistics end up mattering. Another important thing here is that Agony has put one Chronos at the beacon and one Chronos 10k from the beacon. I suppose that's not really a big deal. I don't know why he'd warp 10k. I guess just so that he can track if everything starts orbiting the closer one. But potentially you could, arrange some kind of bait situation. Another important thing to mention before we get started is that Exodus do have that one Griffin, and Kronos definitely have an ECM vulnerability, so that could actually make a big difference if he can get lucky and get a jam or two.
Yeah, if I was seeing this for the Exodus side, I think I'd try to get that Brutix off the field. He's right there on top of those Cronoses. But you're seeing DPS certainly applied as the match gets underway. Both Cronoses powering towards the Moxless. So they're definitely going to try to get one of the Cronoses down on each side first. So I think it's really good.
No. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of things to talk about. Smart bombs going on in the middle, clearing drones off, and Agony actually launched ECM drones right away, which is real smart. They actually sent them after the Griffin, which surprised me. I thought they'd send them after the Kronos because of the ECM vulnerability, but it makes sense now that I see all the smart bombs. So a lot of damage though. Brutix for Agony taking tons of damage. He's deep armor, should be going down pretty soon, and the first Exodus Kronos hurting really bad as well.
Yeah, I believe the Griffin actually just dropped. This Kronos is just melting. Even with Logistic repping it, he can't hold up against these two blaster setups. I mean, it's a lot of DPS coming from these ships. It is a Marauder. I mean, it has bonuses similar to the Vindicator. So you have the web bonus and the tracking bonus. So man, there's just tons of DPS on both sides. Love these matches.
There goes Kronos number 1. That's the Exodus Kronos going down. Looks like the the Exodus Kronos.
Yeah, it was
down.
the Exodus.
The Agony Empire Kronos now in structure also. He is going to be going down shortly. We're seeing cap transfer between the Agony Kronoses and active armor reps. These Kronoses do get bonused for active armor repping. So they're trying to run local tanks, which looks like it's working out all right. That
As
first Kronos did go down. Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible idea though. They in a long fight definitely benefit a lot from that. But yeah, one Kronos down on each side, locking both teams in for next weekend, so everybody's pretty happy. We actually saw Agony ask in local as the match started, not ask I guess, but just make sure that Exodus knew that both teams only needed 6 points, just in case they didn't know that. Frig's starting to drop now, both teams running out of ships pretty quick here.
Yeah, the important thing to note is that they still have that Oneris on the field for Exodus, and that Oneris I think is really going to make the difference. This one Oneris shouldn't have a problem keeping this Kronos alive against the Agony side.
I wouldn't be too surprised if both Kronoses could tank each other for the duration of this fight, especially if all the Frigs go down and it's just Kronos on Kronos.
Well, without the cap transferring from the other Kronos, I don't think he's going to have the cap to sustain that rep, though.
If he's not running any local cap injection, you're probably right. One of the advantages potentially to running a Kronos is that they have a huge cargo base. You can fit tons of cap boosters if you do run a local tank. However, with the cap transfer, he's still probably running one injector, but those mids are precious. He wants them for ECCM, so it's hard to say exactly how much local cap injection he's getting. But for now, you are right. Agony's Kronos about to drop, leaving one Exodus Kronos on the field along with his Oniros bro.
Yeah, but like I was saying, I love these blaster matches, especially these two Kronoses versus Kronos. Ton of DPS up front. It's really just a race who can get the key ships down first. As the last Agony Kronos blows up. So all that's left currently is the Incursus for Agony.
Yeah, I'm actually, when we were watching, there was a Kronos field just a couple matches ago, I can't remember by who, but I was thinking about the Kronos versus the Vindicator. It's actually kind of an interesting choice. I mean, the Kronos has some pretty big advantages. It has that local rep bonus, which could be important. It also has the same web bonus, but it has a better slot layout in a way. It's got one less mid, but it has all the utility highs. So if you want to do something like cap transfer, if you want to have extra smart bombs or newts, it's a much better option than the Vindicator. So it's kind of an interesting trade-off, and usually the big disadvantage for the Kronos is that ECM strength, but with so little ECM around, it hasn't been a big deal. Anyway, I talked my way right into the end of the match. So congratulations to Exodus on the victory. Agony Empire will be getting through to next week, which is awesome though. So we'll see both of those guys then, and we'll see you back here shortly.